Greetings from Tirana in Albania. This is my hostel room. I'm using the moment while nobody's here to shoot this video. Remember, if you saw that video about my poncho, I told that I can make like a partition wall out of it. Well, how it looks like. And I'll shoot a video here showing not just why I do it, but also how I do it. First, the technical stuff. One reason for hanging a poncho and any clothes like this is it's good for clothing not to be stuffed in without air. It's good to be aired. So it's good to be hanged out. It could be the case when they are washed, like some of my clothes, which I'll show later, or simply used, maybe a little bit sweating in hot weather. So it's always good to air the clothes. So that's one reason. Another reason is I make a privacy wall in my bed, for my bed. And the technical part, how I do it. On the corners, maybe you remember when I was shooting a video about what's in my pockets. In my pencil case, I had these kind of hooks, pins, clamps, I don't know how to call them, but you see what they are. And they hold very well. The hook can go anywhere. And this is just a loop which goes around. There is one loop here which goes through another loop here. So that way it kind of clinches, how do you call it? Tightens, like strangles that wood and holds in the place. And at the end loop I just hook in this thing. So I attach that one. Here on this end, it's kind of the same, but with the difference that I wanted to put it a bit further. So instead of just going up and down, I went down, and behind I went to that side and out from here, and here are the loop in the loop. I was using this before, what do you call it, I don't know, from the stationery shop, but it was a bit too weak. This one slided out, so I hooked in the same beast which was on the other side, and it holds very well. Then I have the same thing here, and here in the middle I have something a bit more unusual. You see, let me hook it up. You see what it is. It was again one of the things which was in my pencil case, which I showed you on that other video. And remember, I told that I'm always finding places where it won't damage anything after I screw it out, so it wouldn't leave hole, which would be a damage to the furniture. Here you see, first thing, this place is not visible normally, but the second thing, there is a gap anyway, and it was before me, so I just screwed it in, and when I take it out nobody will see, and I won't be damaging those people's property. And this thing, when it goes on, it's not damaging it either. It slides and gives a little bit. And here is the same thing. So you see them. Here I just hanged my bibs, how do you call them? That shirt with pants together with countless pockets, and it is under there. Okay, let's go in my improvised small room. Here I charge my phone and tablet. My phone is in my hand now because I'm filming. Now, you see it from inside. This piece I just tucked in so it doesn't hold, it doesn't go in my way. And there's another small technique where I have the hole for my neck for the poncho. I would have a window in the wall, and when I wanted to close the window to get better privacy, then I used again this same stationary thing, just clamped the two sides together. You see the other side is there, so the window is closed. There hangs my bibs, and here hangs a big bunch of clothes. Some of them were just washed, and this is the way how to dry them without being very publicly unsightly, visible to everybody. Nobody see. You noticed maybe from outside when I was filming, you couldn't see these things at all. You could see this t-shirt from the end there, but not much more really. All the socks and underwear, it just goes inside and nobody can see it. And my hat as well, I just put it in so that that too can either be dried after washing or just aired or stored in such a way that it's not in my way. When I sleep, they're completely not in my way, not in any way. I don't have any problem. I could hang 4 or 5 times as much things if I had them, and it would not be in my way. I could use each of these things, and I would leave only half of the bed where my head is empty, but all that part I could hang with clothes without any issues. And if I didn't have these kind of woods, but some, like from IKEA beds, typically they have these smaller metal things, I can also either tuck them in like this, or I can also use all my clips and hooks and whatnot, which I have in my pencil case, and then I can again clamp, or I could even use, I have quite a few lines, ropes, small ropes. I could stretch them if the floor of the bunk bed would be completely without holes. I could still tighten a rope there across and use it for hanging things. So there are a lot of ways how to do it. But basically, what it is all about is how I get my own small, extremely small room, size of a bed, without paying for one. I might call this video how to get a separate room in a hostel without paying for it. Because I pay for just a regular bunk bed space in a hostel, but with this setting I pretty much get my own private small room. And you might say that there are many holes, people can still see me. Yes, they can, but if I wanted, I have, I don't know, 3 times as much which I could use, because I have a hammock, and a hammock alone would be enough to go completely around that side and around that side, from the very top without leaving these gaps, and on the bottom without leaving these gaps even, because hammock is wide, and it is very long, so I could use that. Plus I have my raincoat, rain jacket, this plastic thing which I made. I might make another video about that as well one day. I could use that one as well, and if I was using it on a rainy day, I would definitely hang it out to dry instead of packing it away and then getting it smelly, because the plastic wouldn't breathe and wouldn't dry up, and it would smell after I'd take it out again. So I would definitely hang it out and dry it here before packing it in. So basically, if I wanted to make a complete private space, I could use the hammock, I could use the rain jacket plus everything which I have here, and you can imagine I can easily make such a room where I would rather get a new kind of problem. I wouldn't have anything to breathe because there would be no cracks or holes, whatever. It's not my aim at the moment, so I just do like this. So it's just a small inspiration for those people who think that if you are in hostel you can't get any privacy. This is just an example that it's really not an issue. You can get as much privacy as you want, easily, without any problems. And if you have different kind of beds, pretty much always you can make up something. If you have hooks, ropes, clamps, all these kind of things, all the clothing, you can always invent something to hang your clothing as walls around you, if you want. Okay, that's it for this video. Have a good day, have a good travels, and see you next time.